I forgot to unmute my microphone. Live, everybody. I'm attempting to do a live edition of Alcohorror. Alcohorror is a TV series that is not on TV, it's on the internet, where I basically watch a horror movie or horrible movie and have a couple of beers in doing so. As you can see on your screen right now, tonight's movie is Werewolf in the Girls' Dormitory. Why? Because it's in public domain and I don't want to get sued. So, I'm branching out with this and I'm testing. So, having some Becks tonight. So, pop that lid off and let's mash go on the jam box. And, away we go. Why that was there. Don't need two of them. So, 60s type music going on there. Nice. Okay, doggy. Hey, Peter Lorre.
Yes, who are you? What do you want? I'm Julian Olcott. The director is expecting.
Doesn't say.
Enter. Thank you.
Just gotta crank that volume just a hair.
Be calm. Whoop doesn't bother anyone. I'm Walter the caretaker. I'm pleased to meet you.
Please forgive the sound you're about to hear.
The director is in front of that court of left. Down there in front, at the left. Give me a suitcase. Thank you very much.
Very cordial.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Take anything you want.
It's a pleasure for you too, isn't it, teacher?
I have a bad case of diarrhea.
Oh my goodness.
She has a blonde.
Quickly.
Breathing was probably too much for her.
And make room so that she can get some air.
I wait your comments.
Look, she can't even look at a new man without fainting dead away.
Oh, by the way, this was originally Italian, and this is heavily dubbed.
Sure she's pretending. That one? I've known that one for a long time, way before she faded in.
Mary has a marvelous ability for always being in trouble.
Love has never killed anyone. She's just found a way to make it pay
Big
pleasure
difference.
for her. Beautiful.
I don't think that's the reason she did it.
So what do you think it is? Only a man can make Mary pass out. She's bound to recover in the infirmary, so she can go out tonight.
I'm gonna make that system sound happen again. I do apologize. I'm just trying to turn up the volume. There we go. Speaking of turning up volume, I'm gonna try to do this
You
here.
were Julian Olcott, sir?
Yes, I am.
Hi.
I'm Leonore McDonald.
I'm very glad to know you.
The director is
Getting a little too close there,
Thank
Skippy.
you.
I'm glad to know you. Hi, how you doing? Get out of my face. Oh my goodness. She looks like she'll be fun at parties. Instead of we've replaced his door with a giant chocolate bar. Let's see if he notices.
Right.
How do you do?
Pleasure. Dr. Benson told me to see you, and here I am.
Dr. Benson is an old friend. He wrote to me. I've been expecting you.
Yes.
Sit down, please.
Thank you. There's something I should tell you.
Please, sit down, Doctor.
I have bad
Doctor.
gas.
I know everything. Benson explained it to me.
I know
And he
everything.
also said you were acting in good faith.
That's very kind of you.
Well, he said I was acting in good
You know the
humor. I'm an ice
law
cream
has
man.
found me to be innocent.
I know. So here you'll just be Professor Julian Olcott, and the past shall be of no importance.
Thank you. It's very good of you.
You don't have to thank me. Thank our mutual friend, Dr. Benson. I hope you'll be comfortable here. Our institute is not a house of punishment. Girls are given a chance here by the generosity of our benefactor. Without this institute, the majority of them would be in some state reformatory. We are trying to give them work and an education, and put them back on the right road. No one is ill-treated here, but your job will not be an easy one.
Very good. I shall do my best because it's also important to me to find myself.
Surely, the past can become a nightmare unless we can free ourselves of it.
You'd figure for
Yes, sir.
a woman's dormitory that they would have mostly women teaching and so on and so forth.
Mary Smith, don't be
Just saying.
concerned because she's just coming of age.
I hope the future will be better.
Yes. But you must remember that here you are not a doctor anymore, but just a professor.
You're a jellyfish.
Of science.
Of course, I won't forget.
If you come
He
along,
looks like
I'll
he's
show you
constipated, or
Ah, thank
he
you
just
very
got finished having a
This
Hershey
way.
squirt. He's very sweaty and bending over. Just don't mind me.
Sammy,
Annie, get your gun. You know, there's a reason why they started calling them pointies.
you hear the wolves? The other day the farmers had to kill 2 of them. The people are going mad with fear. If I were Mary, I would be frightened. Look there.
Mary, she means trouble, so why bother? It's better to forget her. Let her go if she wants to.
Look.
Sneaking out late night. Gotta get those grand slams before all the old people get there.
It's Leonore. She sees Mary, but why doesn't she try to stop her?
She's the one who doesn't want to be
She doesn't care.
Funny she had a lover.
I love her.
I see
And
Mary,
you
what I
think-
try. No. None of my
Maybe it's
business.
that new professor that just arrived here today.
If it is, I can understand that he's pretty good looking.
Oh, Randy man looks good to you.
You can see how good Trump's wall's doing.
I told you you should never be here at night.
Let me go. Don't touch me.
Walk up on a
You
guy
got
when he's
no
trying to
money.
take a dump in the woods. What's wrong with you?
Tomorrow I'll spill everything. About you and about him. Let me go.
Get easy or we'll be sorry. Want you in one piece.
Ooh, that's what I could do.
I came
Make a
here only
Popeye
because
face.
of the promise you made.
Or maybe he's trying to take a leak because there's a river right there. Stream. A live stream. Ooh. It is an ible. It's not in frame properly. Oh, hello. Inspector Clouseau.
Leave me alone. I came here because I want something.
Uh-oh. Well, he wants something too, obviously.
But I've given you everything.
And so who needs it if
Not
I
yet.
can stay walled in here? Make your promise good to get me out. You wanted a little love on the sly? Then find me a way out of this pig pen. Tomorrow night. You hear? Tomorrow night.
No, Mary. You know very well the court has sentenced you. So only the court can possibly free you.
My body for a middle-aged oversex phony. Now you expect to get off the hook.
Sounds like a fair trade.
Aren't you forgetting, Mary, that you have the letters? The letters. When you give them to me, I'll free you.
They're burned.
What are we talking about?
Remember, they're important proof. Very important. So careful.
No, wait. Something can be done. Wait.
You won't keep me waiting. Or tomorrow you're finished at this school.
Mary, wait. Wait.
Ah, black
I'll think
male.
of something.
Sorry, male of color. Pull up your pants! The headmistress is at it again. Show us what the heck she's screaming at first. Oh, it's a oogity boogity. Okay. It's a hairy oogity boogity. Pretty well. Why do they always gotta wear a suit? Wolfman, I gotta look presentable. She just ran into a circle. I mean, right in a circle, not into one. So you already passed that tree about 4 times. Sounds like he wants the same thing that the Dean was wanting there. Hey, get a robe or kennel or something. Okay, that was quick. Didn't even eat her or nothing, man. What the heck? At least take an arm for the road. Some finger food. No. Pardon me while I have a strange interlude. Why does nobody like turning on lights in these movies? Thank you. Up on the mantle, is that China Cat? Someone let Linkara know. I think we found it. Oh, I was going to do his pants there for a second. We already had enough moon in this movie.
Sheena.
Hello?
Sheena.
Candygram.
Sheena.
Sheena. Ah!
You really are corrupt, Alfred.
No. It's not about her again.
Like
Not this
anybody's dingly bit
It's now
show up.
something horrible, Sheena.
I saw. You're a beast, not a man, my dear, so go to the devil.
I haven't done anything.
See, they're trying to set
I'm
up
not
that
with
he's
that girl
the
anymore, it's true.
hairy oogity
Like
boogity.
him.
He's not, because his jacket's the wrong color. So that's one red herring
Yesterday, I
down.
wrote a letter to her that can be a disgrace to her.
You're not only thoroughly miserable, Alfred, you're without a doubt a pitiful imbecile.
But I didn't sign them, never. They can't possibly suspect they're mine.
You fool, how far do you think you would go if everyone knew what you really are, Sir Alfred Whiteman?
He's just a freaking creeper, man.
I know it, Sheena. You're right.
Okay, so when Barbara didn't show up that morning, and there's a new girl with wavy hair. Bad frame skipping.
Miss Schultz, is it all right, please, to go in there? I want to see her.
It's a good thing this thing isn't in
it's not
3D, man. People would lose eyes.
Take this. Distribute.
Can't see it. Turn on the... Okay. Oh, it's for her arm. I don't know why that reminded me of freaking Peter Davison. I don't know why.
In my report from the coroner, he said the girl was assaulted by wolves, and she died as a result of the injuries inflicted.
But she could have had a meeting with a man a little before her death. I don't believe it could have been the wolf.
Who saw it? Who said it was a
girl
wolf?
who wanders out at night into the forest. And Professor, she was alone.
She was dead.
by-
Heck, she can't exactly report
Not to
that she
mention
saw a
the
wolf.
probable rendezvous with someone could very easily have been attacked by wolves.
Poor girl. It's a terrible disgrace to be destroyed after years of work. I fear that the good name of our institute will be compromised.
We can't be concerned about the Institute's good name.
You need to be concerned about his bad name.
Here's Sir Alfred White.
Sir Alfred, something horrible has happened.
Sir Alfred, I believe you know this girl.
Yes. I believe I've
Sorry,
seen
I've only seen her from behind.
sometime. May I leave now, please? What has occurred has upset me very much. Excuse me.
Sir Alfred, will you join us, sir, for a minute or so, for I have to complete my report?
You need to smoke my
Purely a
pipe.
formality, of course.
Believe me, it's not tobacco. It's crack. Or maybe it's all them pot leaves right there. Yo, from this angle, I look like Walt Disney. And from that angle, she looks like my third wife. She's cute. Got a head shaped like a gray alien, though. with Big old eyes.
Sir Alfred.
Still kind of
Sir
cute.
Alfred. Sir Alfred, if you want to go soon, we can finish in a few minutes. I can sympathize with you, but I can't avoid the formalities.
Of course.
Some people want me to do ASMR. I don't think so. Not sure how that was sound in your left ear, but. Look, that letter was for your left arm, okay? It's not addressed to you. I'm gonna roll over and check the chat and see if anybody's watching. No! Of course, I really didn't know. I had 2 viewers, okay. So, hello, both of you. I think one of them might be me, I'm not sure. But, chat is on a bit of a, I mean, the chat, the feed is on a bit of a delay. So, hopefully all the sound and everything's working properly.
You'll be late to your next study hall.
I won't know for
Why are you waiting?
until the movie's over.
I thought I'd forgotten my notebook, Professor.
Bull honky. Bet you if they chest bump, it'd probably sound like sword fight.
Walter is the director in his office. I have to see him immediately.
Why do you have to see him?
It's
This guy still looks constipated.
It's none of your business.
He's been straining all morning and he's still Take something, man.
Give me a chance.
I don't bargain with your kind.
Well, now I'm finished. We'll soften the news and all the papers as you asked.
You're very generous, Inspector, and I should like to thank you in the name of the Council of the Institute.
It's my pleasure,
Mr.
sir.
Swift, excuse me.
Yes?
One of the girls would like to speak to you.
Make her wait for me. You shall have no reason to worry. I'll increase the supervision over
I
her.
know, like, saying it's kind of a cliche about this, but the guy's face looks like a foot.
Please
Chim's
don't
like a
worry,
heel.
Sir Alfred. I know well how far I can go.
One day I'll grow up and become Peter Cushing.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Mr. Swift, I found something of Mary's.
What's that? Sit down. Tell me everything.
I think she lost a contact lens and the neighbor's using it for a
They're
satellite
right,
dish.
Yes?
There were only a few words. Mary's blackmailing someone. And in this letter they're threatening her.
From whom is this letter?
There isn't any name.
Mary and Blackmail. May I see the letter?
No, I left it in the dresser in the dormitory.
We shall have to call back the inspector. Tommy, call the inspector and ask him to come over as soon as possible.
Okay, he lost his license.
Perhaps the letter has no
His
connection with
dog's
the
got
death
one.
of Mary. However, we cannot ignore it.
No, no. A blackmailer is not an assassin. They tell me they've legally established that she was torn up by an animal. But we're not very certain you have told us the truth.
The letters are here. I only said that someone was blackmailing Mary.
It's male of color. Get it right. Did you see how he smokes that pipe
Have they
and
just
no smoke
vanished?
comes out of it?
But they were here. I put them here a few minutes ago.
What do you hope to gain with this bad hopes, girl? But let's not waste energy by telling lies. And by alarming us. I have fair grounds to arrest you. Excuse me there.
You have fairgrounds to arrest her. Make sure there's enough carnival rides.
You must believe me, Mr. Swift.
And deep
It
fried
was
buckets.
here. Who could have taken it? Whoever did must have known that I left the
Don't
letter.
be malicious and accuse your companions just because you can't deliver this letter. You are the only one who has seen this letter, and we have to believe your word.
And my report doesn't count at all for you.
It's not for me. It's the police who need
On
the
the
facts.
microphone.
You better return now. I understand that you're upset about the death of your friend. However, I cannot excuse your conduct.
Mary was just assassinated. No one will convince me she was torn up by wolves.
These globules, which are red, are presented in the form of minuscule discs that are biconcave, and there are many of them. There are around 5 million in each millimeter of blood. They're very elastic, possessing the ability of varying their form. Side elongation, which we discussed
You
earlier.
can't be certain about that. What connection could he possibly have with it?
Sorry, I was with you up until elongation.
You're
I
right,
was-
only a few days ago. Possibly
That's when you lost me.
living at Brinsville for many years.
Here's the chart representing the body and blood. Good.
Might be blonde boy
We'll
here.
leave this lesson as it is for today and pick it up on Tuesday. Please go now.
You want to come in? No, I want to speak to the professor. Okay. Professor, excuse me.
What do you want, Priscilla?
Did anybody tell you you look like an alternate
Of course.
universe version of
Something
William
you need
Shatner?
to know.
Have you seen Mary's body?
Yes, it's wonderful.
Why didn't I and the other girls get a chance to see it before the burial?
Maybe it's
The
better.
pictures were all over the internet.
You remember her the way you last saw her.
You know the story of the wolves.
What do you mean?
But those scratches, those wounds. Were they made by a wolf?
She liked it rough.
To my knowledge, this has not yet been confirmed. And I don't have any actual reason to doubt it.
Why did you come to instruct me? You're not from Brunsville.
No, from another town. And I didn't choose this place. My destiny, not my ambition to accept. Wish something else right now?
No, I felt you might know something about the death of Mary, but I see you won't tell me anything.
And then you're speaking business. So what you do snoop around, woman? Man, long gone are the days where you can pick a lock with a coat hanger.
Shh, Sandy, help me. I must have a stressor. But why? Get him wrong. See if you can try to open it.
One key's the same as another. This way can make it.
Horse it. There we are. Thank you.
Can we get to the werewolf
You and you can have
again?
everything you want, but I must see you. And please reply very quickly in person. I embrace you, my
Oh
love.
my goodness. These used to be, I mean, granted, this used to be like a drive-in theater movie, so people were probably just like making out the entire time.
And also this one. Read it. Read it. No, not yet. No one must ever see this because I know which one murdered Mary. I know the man.
I knew who Screech's father was.
It's very difficult to understand, but now that you've been with us here for a week, what's your impression?
Well, I don't think these girls are any more difficult than others of their age.
So you're saying they're
Perhaps
easier
you're
than
right,
most.
But these have found the bitterness of life much too early.
Yes, I must agree with you. Even without knowing them as well as you do. Tell me, that one, for instance. What's she done? Why is she here?
She was
You
convicted
can
of...
tell by the dog she's blind.
She was living with that poor Mary in town. One night a sailor was trying to beat Mary, almost strangled her. Then Priscilla, defending her friend, almost killed the sailor.
Oh, I understand. That's why the news of Mary's sudden death touched her so deep.
Yes. As the girls are alone here,
No comment.
friendship like this can sometimes be their only consolation.
And here's the hard cash.
So that guy still looks like he needs to take a massive
Pay
dump.
you after. Maybe he give you more because he likes you.
I.
Yes, you. I do believe that money makes a person do anything, don't you? It's tough for a girl to resist the fancy notion of cash when she needs it, man.
Why would you even talk to that guy? He looks like a freaking creeper. That's definitely not a dog. Trying to overdub a dog? Can't do that.
Good dog. Stop it. Suspect?
Where do we have to go?
You see.
How hot is it there? This guy's always greasy looking, man.
Come on, let's go. Watch the house well, Wolf.
That's a dog. Ain't no dang wolf.
Quickly, we can't afford to be seen by anybody. Come on, we haven't far to go.
Walk some more, dang.
It's only the beasts fighting among themselves, Priscilla.
Did he get injured in his arm or something like that? Or is he holding his pants up? What is he doing?
Come on.
Okay. More walking. There's the bridge and the
What do you mean?
water under the bridge.
Would I know?
See, it's not the same jacket. It's...
Come on. He's expecting you. Go.
Just have a look and see how many people's... Oh, lots of you are... no surprise there.
Go on, girl, go on. He's waiting for you.
Yeah, you go to the house by yourself. That's fine. And the spookiness. Okay, so is Captain Creepy, is he working for the Wolfman?
Don't be afraid.
Is that her barking?
You expected to find my husband, am I right? Stop it.
Yeah, shut up. I can't hear her dialogue.
Take this. This is so you would have a worthwhile reason for coming here. To me, you are another common sport just like all the others.
They're S&H green
But as
stamps.
of now, it's finished between you and my husband.
It was your husband. Now it's clear.
What's clear to you, you little tart? You're all alike. You're all ready to sell yourselves.
Yes, but not to be killed. Your husband has killed Mary Smith because she received this.
No. My husband is perhaps a philanderer, but he's not an assassin.
Then I'll explain all this to the police.
I warn you, girl. You'd better not be foolish, or I'll be forced to appeal to the dogs.
That wouldn't help you at all. All the other letters are securely hidden, in case they find me, like my friend, attacked by the wolves.
Where are the other letters? Do you have them?
Where will you be when diarrhea strikes?
Even if you don't believe me.
Sit down.
You can try to smooth all that out all you want to.
But also you must
Not
listen
going to work
me.
with that iron.
For a long time I've been watching my husband. He's a strange man. He's a sadist. Everyone else believes he's a respectable person. And he's not even faithful. It's true. It's true the other night he had an appointment with that Mary. I followed him, intending to interrupt them and put an end to it once and for all. They met each other, and when Alfred left her, I know that girl was alive. Still living. But suddenly, there occurred something horrible. It wasn't my husband who killed your friend, and it was not the wolves. There was a moon. I saw that the assassin didn't run away immediately. He remained in almost a contortion for some moments on the bridge before going, and it was then that I was able to recognize him.
Who's there?
Where?
Over there. There was someone at the window.
Trying to change the subject.
It was that caretaker who brought you here.
Who do you say is the murderer?
I don't want to tell you. Not now, anyway. It's better that you keep your nose out of this filthiness. Letters and all the rest. Also that poor girl.
Trust her, she knows
Her
about
name
getting
will
her
be
nose
covered
caught in
with
things.
blood. Let her rest in peace.
But she was assassinated.
Another dirty scandal would be the final ruin of us all, and certainly wouldn't bring
You need
back
a good
life
clean
or
scandal,
memory.
like old days.
Do you still love your husband?
Yes.
To the point of killing one of his lovers?
I? Why? What sort of a person do you think I am?
You really want to know?
The dogs. Don't say anything to them. If they'd find me killed by them, they'd believe it was the wolves.
You are really stupid. I've been foolish to confide in you.
Oh, brother. Nice to know that Norman Bates decorated the room there. That was smart of her to leave the door open. Over the river and through the woods. Grandma's house. Oh, brother. Come on, something. Ah!
Priscilla. Come on, calm down. What are you doing here at this hour?
Maybe I should ask you the same thing.
But how do you respond to that? I'm fixing traps to free the forest from the wolves.
In a certain sense, we were
Did you
doing
see he's
the same
fixing
thing.
breakfast in the morning for the wolves?
What do you have to tell?
Oh, nothing.
Sorry, I can't really hear
When
this
it
too
was
well.
wrong.
Its volume's like really, really low.
No. Absolutely. Why?
I don't know. It seemed like someone was following me.
I got everything cranked too. It's just.
Come on, I think I'd better go back with you to the Institute.
I'm certainly safer going with you than
Show
going
us something I
alone.
can track.
Priscilla, I'm sorry, but I have to make a report. You were told not to come here.
Make it.
Okay, there's no base in that apparently.
You don't have to worry about me.
You're a strange girl.
Is that a compliment?
Oh, perhaps.
I always walk into the word parts conversations. My chair is lumpy. Not because I'm a lumpy butt. I'm going to hold that comment. 3 ugly dog too. That's a better compliment. Comment rather. Better than what I was thinking about. Just turn the light on and music stops. That's amazing. I like those upholstery on that furniture there. It matches their china. It's Hey, does this smell like chloroform to you? Get her hooked on heroin one way or the other.
You're too pessimistic. Even if life
What's
is
the point of
hard,
knocking around if I was going to do that?
you must believe in something. Don't be afraid. It's only a wolf that must have just fallen into one of my traps.
Sounds like a puppy. Hopefully a puppy didn't fall into your trap. That'd be sad.
To go?
Yes. Excuse me, it's really necessary.
Although if
for the
it's
wolves
small
to know
enough,
how to
it
free
would
themselves
not even
and
get hurt.
escape
It
from the
just
broken
close right
floor.
around it and you don't hop along. Out of the way.
Don't be worried. I'm almost there already. Professor,
Yes?
the report?
Don't worry about it. I won't say anything to anybody about it this time. I won't even ask
Don't
you
ask,
what you're
don't
doing
tell.
out at this hour. You see, I have faith in you.
Thank you.
Priscilla,
Man, I wish something happened in this movie. I
Professor?
mean, granted, I know this is like run off from the 50s, so it's
Is it you?
lot of walking and talking, not much else, but might be a reason why it's in public domain. The Crawling Eye. That's a wrong movie. Something about that drool, man. Oh, it is that freaky looking dude. Okay. Come on, Cujo, get him. Now he's gonna turn into a dog. Woman, where's your partner? You're supposed to go on by 2x2s, okay? See, they get it, right? Yes, we must make sure to tie the coffin tight so that way the dead body will not escape. We're going to lay it right on top of the dynamite charge we placed on the bottom there. He pooped in the grave, didn't he? Is that what he did? Is that why he's nodding like that? He knows something. Something's up. Dude just threw dirt on him. Yeah, just move over to the left there. Just don't want to get dirt on them new shoes, man.
Seems she was attacked by a monster, one of the girls from the Institute, and she was saved by a dog.
One of the girls saw this. She said his right arm was torn open by the dog.
The police have to inspect each and every man in these.
Absolutely.
Sorry, the guy with the goatee there, the very devilish, satanic looking goatee. He's not the bad guy, but he probably should be. At least that arm's good for something.
The police are asleep here. We'll have to try and find it ourselves. Certainly. Brownsville will not lay down. We'll find it.
Yes, we'd better act before he strikes again. We don't want him to get hold of one of our children.
Sheriff.
It's a captivating film.
Okay, talk.
She's still in the infirmary. The dresser, we can find anything.
Must. You have to find them. If I don't recover those letters, I cannot rest.
Look at that man. His right arm isn't functioning.
And?
He's the caretaker of the Institute.
Sir Alfred. The girl was attacked right in the vicinity of the guardhouse.
Certainly it's him. Come on, what are we waiting for?
Careful. Don't move.
You know the rules in hell. It's guilty until proven
innocent. He must account for what he has done.
Stop it! You're all going mad. Let go of that knife. Walter, nobody's going to do you any harm. I'll let him pass through.
The man's hand. Look, men. Look at his hand.
This man has no scar on his hand. His hand has been like this since he was born. I'm relieving. Step aside.
Come on, go on and sit down. Nothing is happening. Get going, boys.
Move along, nothing to see here.
What were you doing with Sir Alfred?
Nothing, Officer.
Why? Return to the Institute. These people could do you great harm.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. I bet this movie's got like forever left. Is she crying in her sleep?
But why are you crying? Hmm?
How do you cry in your sleep? That's kind of weird.
It's all in the past. Calm yourself. Here you are protected.
Yes. But it isn't that.
And what is all this?
Sheena Whiteman.
It's
Sheena?
bedroom.
Is this what's troubling you? Tell me why. You must have faith in me, Priscilla. You know that you can trust me.
Finally. They wouldn't even let me in here. They told me I mustn't stay long. Oh, excuse me, I'm not disturbing.
You forgot to bathe this month, that's
I
why.
was just telling the professor how very pleased I am to see you.
Priscilla.
But at this point, it's better to say it all. Right, Professor?
Sir Alfred, we've been risking our reputation for him. Just what am I to do? This whole story repulses me.
In saving him, you saved the reputation of the Institute.
Come in. Sandy, what is it?
I must speak to you. It's something terrible.
Well, what is it? So speak.
I know who the monster is.
What's that?
Julian Alcott, the professor of science. He's a badly damaged arm.
This is not enough proof to even mention.
Mary was murdered the night of his arrival. It's him, and he's in the infirmary with Priscilla talking to him.
Don't call Professor Alcott now, and don't tell anyone what you just said to me.
But I...
Listen, if your suspicions are correct, I shall call the police. Now go ahead. Tommy, call Professor Alcott immediately.
Tell you, it's that guy. It's the same weird head shape and everything. It's...
I cannot tell you too often, but I must have those letters.
With pleasure, Sir Alfred. If the letters are still here in the Institute, I'll find them.
Good.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes. What, in your opinion, happened in the woods?
Well, a bear took a crap, sir.
Well, I believe it has to do with a lycanthropist.
In other words, a sort of werewolf.
Exactly.
Please explain this to me further.
What is this? An interrogation?
Better to tell me than the police, don't you think?
Yes, of course.
Huh?
Well, you know of my career as a doctor. It was terminated by a tragic incident. I was working for Dr. Benson at the mental hospital for the criminally insane. There was a girl. She was accused of homicide. But the poor girl could not absolutely recall killing anyone. She seemed perfectly normal. I must add, I was in love with her.
Continue, please.
In a full moon,
I'm getting turned on.
she would behave in a very strange way. She would lose complete control of herself and transform absolutely. And her face was like a beast's. Professionally, I wanted to try to help her. And after a certain time, I discovered a temporary antidote. And it's so difficult, actually, without my using the medical terms to explain.
I've
this.
always been interested in medicine, and I think I could follow you.
The pituitary gland controls the function of the hormones, influencing the sexual organs and the thyroid. And as a direct reaction, it can cause a psychophysical transformation. My colleagues refuted this theory of mine, and I had proven it unequivocally. For example, at every lunar cycle, the pituitary gland acts strangely and becomes enlarged at the start of the transformation. Our psychocontrols upset the balance of the neuroglandular system, causing incredible distortions in the skin, hair, and teeth. In this state, the patient cannot be saved. I was successful with the extract of the brain of a wolf while I was experimenting on it.
It is interesting. I never heard anybody try to get scientific with the werewolf and
perhaps I made it too strong.
Explain,
and
like,
the police then accused me of,
you know, how it can happen physically and stuff.
You want
like
to know
that.
more?
In observing the body of Mary, did you feel the crime was committed by lycanthropus?
Yes.
So, I mean, technically, all you gotta do is remove the pituitary gland, and there
I
you go.
continued my studies in this matter.
And this led you to other discoveries. Is it possible to rid yourself completely?
I don't know.
Always wanted to see a.
But that's not of importance.
Can only happen in the 80s, though. I always wanted to see like a werewolf, beer commercial for Coors Light. You know, some group is going after the werewolf,
Professor.
and one of them drops a beer.
On yourself?
Werewolf picks it up, drinks it, screams, turns back to normal.
I had to find out
what happened? What happened to him? What killed the beast?
It was impossible to
Silver
observe
bullet.
myself.
Would you mind showing me your right arm?
So.
No, of course not. Yes, it's hurt. But I did not attack Priscilla.
A strange coincidence, don't you think? Before you arrived, there never was any talk about monsters in this town.
And you think that I'm...
Professor, you said yourself that a person can be completely out of control during a crisis. How much does he remember afterwards?
Nothing.
Not a quarter?
Absolutely nothing. Not even one sign remains of it. I assure you that this is what happens. Anyway, I must assure you of one thing. I hurt myself accidentally.
Professor, I want to believe every word of it, though it may not appear that
Well, it's bullcrap.
But I advise you, however, to take great care. Perhaps you had better discontinue your experiment.
Absolutely not. But I can't. The life of a human being may depend on it.
Who might this be?
I don't know. You asked me to tell you about a lycanthropus. His sickness must have satisfaction. In the next transformation, he'll try again.
And you believe that if you manage to find a definite antidote, you'll probably save the life of that person. And you know who the attacker is.
Well, if I should discover an antidote, I'm sure that this person will certainly want to be helped.
Sick or not, Professor, he'll be obliged to give himself up.
I'm a doctor.
Not a barber.
It's not fair to treat a lycanthropist like a murderer. If ever I'm successful in finding a cure, these poor victims could possibly begin to lead a normal life, like others.
Perhaps you're right, if you think murder won't bother his conscience.
If you should ever find out that I am the monster, I should like to be treated the same as you would like to be.
I understand you perfectly.
Oh, did I'm like, you jerk. Just edging ever so slightly into the 70s exploitation, just nudging just a little tiny bit. Got no business in here, man. Well, usually if you go on a painting raid, you have more guys with you. That's usually the way it works. Just looking for loose change, man. Found 2 nickels. Nickels. right out of there. Come on.
Silence, girls!
It's not gonna. Must have been a mighty big giraffe they skinned to that floor.
That's impossible. Look there! Where? At the top of the stairs.
The man's gonna barf.
Walter, stop, or I'll shoot.
I thought he was holding a pipe.
Girls, go back to the dormitory. This is nothing for you to see.
I said stop, or I'll shoot.
Yeah, you did say that. Still have a shot. It's a push door. I'm not gonna call that. So who wants Papa John's? He's giving a little post-death hug. That's awesome. It's adorable. Like you died, I'm so sorry. This is Colonel's secret herbs and spices list.
Well?
Nothing calms a death scene like a good smoke.
He was the monster. He tried to kill Sandy.
Enough of that. Miss Leonore, get them all inside.
Go on, girls. Enough now. Go on inside.
Hey, that weirdo right behind you. That guy right there.
Was he the monster? Perhaps the monster never existed. Walter smothered the girl.
I'm telling you, that's him.
Go on,
right there.
Tommy.
Just among all the creepy people in this movie, he's the creepiest.
Police. All right.
Professor,
Priscilla.
what's happened?
Priscilla. It's terrible. Walter killed himself.
This cigarette has no
It's
filter.
true. Caught him by surprise fleeing from the dormitory. After he tried to kill one of the girls. Sandy.
Sandy.
Yes.
So Walter was the monster.
No. He couldn't be the monster.
But why not?
He was much too short.
Because Walter had a dog. And dogs can't stand the odor of wolves.
He didn't smoke that at all. But I'm not a mailman anymore, but I'll do my job.
Appalling, Sir Alfred.
Yes. It's like a compulsion I have here inside of me. And why am I like this? I don't know why. But I've never killed anybody. I've always paid. I've always paid for everything.
Those that seem the best sometimes commit the worst.
Too easy.
You know you've killed Walter.
No. I only asked him to find the letters. I didn't know he'd be foolish enough to risk his life. You must help me.
By helping you, Miss Leonore and I were almost involved in this dirty scandal. If Miss Leonore and I had not discovered the letters, you would be in jail.
I'm innocent. If only Sheila was still alive.
But why?
Because she, that night,
Why? Because we
when
like
Mary
him.
was killed, she followed them.
Just like, guy does look
She
like
saw who it was.
friggin' Walt Disney.
Don't invent these absurd stories. There's no need for it. I have no intention of denouncing you.
I haven't had a moment of peace since Sheila died. It's as if I had killed her with my own hands. If only I had the courage to kill
Red
her.
herring, man. You're not the killer. All right.
But
You are
she
not
knew.
the monster man.
She knew.
If she knew, why didn't she speak up?
I don't know. Maybe she kept silent.
She always stayed in the library?
She said that with one word, she could send me to the gallows.
Even the
That
death
word
girl
was
might look strange
pedophile.
like this story.
You think that I...
I'm not thinking anything.
Too easy.
What are you going to do?
I was thinking about making a sandwich, but now I'm not too sure.
What will you do?
For a Klondike bar?
If you destroy me, you destroy yourself as well.
Go, Sir Alfred.
Alright, fine, I'll get lost. That's what I thought. Heck out of here. Can't keep people out, can't keep people in. It's kind of almost pointless.
Why didn't you tell me about Sir Alfred?
Because I was afraid. I don't know much about you, Julian. You continue to have secrets. Julian, I know you're a medical doctor.
Ah. Well then. You must also know that I'm a failure.
Julian, is one mistake really so bad?
Oh, no.
Are they smoking plants now?
One cannot forget the past. It keeps following you. All right, let's go. There are more important things to be done now.
I mean, this is the 60s. I guess we would smoke anything.
Excuse us, Sir Alfred, but it's very important that we see you.
I'm sorry.
Master
I don't
Bruce
have a
Home?
lot of time. Please.
Would you care for some China
Sir
cuts?
Alfred, I have a very delicate question to ask you. Let me assure you, I will tell no one of this visit.
But I don't understand, Professor Alfred. I have nothing to hide.
You're in bad trouble because of your relations with Mary Smith.
How dare you, sir?
The letters.
We weren't related at all.
Sir Alfred, that is not the point. I want to know exactly what happened that night you met with Mary in the woods.
Professor, are you accusing me? Do you have any proof?
I didn't say that.
He didn't even accuse you of anything. He
But
just asked you a question,
want
you
you to
jerkhole.
come with me to the police.
Hey, you get a little jumpy there, aren't you?
Yes,
A little defensive?
I don't doubt your innocence.
Well, granted, they're kind of blaming you for murder, but still.
That have to be cleared up.
I don't have to defend myself. You're crazy if you think that I had...
Believe me, don't worry. We don't want a scandal.
He's getting angry, so he must be guilty.
I know. Facts are all against you right now. But if you had nothing to hide, why are you afraid?
All right. Perhaps I was wrong. So we had a relationship, but that's all there was to it. There's no reason to believe that I would murder her. Excuse me, will you, woman, please? I'll go get the letters, and you can see for yourself.
He's walking up the stairs like Nosferatu. Okay.
Well, what about it?
It's a possibility.
Okay, we got it. He shot himself. Can you kill him with the scene? I'm a puppy. My leg is itching. I shall give you your rabies shot. Remove the dog's pituitary gland and transfer it with that of a human's. I mean, I don't think it'll do anything, but still, might be a laugh. I mean, oh, who's that again? You pulling the Scooby-Doo route where it was like someone we met in like in the first 15 minutes and didn't see him again until now? Down there, Junior. Give her a massage later. Stop it. Why even come back if you know you're gonna get chained up? That's... Maybe he likes it. Some people do pay extra for that. I think she just invented Alka-Seltzer. Dancing. He's trying to give her a hickey or eat her neck. Okay. Now it is time for interpretive dance. Come on, I did not kill her. No way that could be killed her. I told you it was a creep. No, wait a minute, hold on. Is Norman Bates? What? That's not a creepy smile.
Leonor. My poor Leonor.
Good night.
It's necessary to have a second injection.
I know.
Oh, darling, please, let us finish the cure now.
No.
No, leave them on.
I wish that you hadn't been late that night.
I arrived too late. Probably at that moment, Larry was escaping in the woods. And might well have seen me come here.
Don't have remorse now.
You don't know what I've done.
Leonore, you're thinking about Sheena Whiteman.
How did you know that?
Sir Alfred told me that Sheena knew who Mary's murderer was.
I was so frightened. Sheena and Priscilla saw each other.
Oh boy, I think we have another 10 minutes on this
I saw it
thing.
through the window. Sheena must have seen you kill Mary that night. You must know I was forced to do it.
And she recognized me.
Yes.
All the bad I've done.
But we must fight back.
I'm a bad, bad boy.
Because without you, I don't...
Get the rolled up newspaper.
Leonore, the second injection.
You guys gotta let me out of here or what?
You know I'm not a murderer.
Get away from her! Get away from her!
Someone literally had to throw that dog at that woman in order to get that shot. That's just...
I can't help you, Leonore! Get away from her, you filthy beast! Get away! Get away from her! Leonore, I can't help you! Get away! Leonore!
Nothing like shouting how completely useless you are of helping somebody. I can't help you! I can't help you! So?
My darling.
The key, Leonore.
That's nothing. I've seen people get up for worse than that. Here's the key. I'm going to die now.
I'll kill you! Get away from me! You've killed my Leonore! I'm gonna beat your brains out! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
This day and age, it might actually be hitting your dog.
Must have known it was Walter. You were with him that night in the guardhouse. So what?
Whiplash.
And now?
Listen to that story. Tell us, Chris. Is it because you're making time with a professor that you're being so very uppity about it?
Don't listen to her, please.
Hello? Need everybody sit down. I have something to tell you. Someone's killed a dog.
Miss Leonore will not be with you this morning. She had to leave for reasons of her own. You may stay in the park this morning. And tomorrow you'll attend the funeral of Walter. Silence!
They're not going to pass their exams. They
You
keep
have
having
no
all these
right
deaths
to
and
judge
going to
others.
funerals instead of class, you know?
Much less when they are dead. Judgment is for God alone.
Be calm. After all, he got what he deserved.
No!
Get away!
Why would you bring a dog to a funeral? Oh my god, it's not as bad as these dang people who gotta bring their pets everywhere they go. Wanna go in the grocery store? Yeah, carry the stupid dog with them. And go shopping for friggin' office supplies, you gotta have your stupid dog with you.
A beast sometimes is especially sensitive.
Sorry, but if you can force feed it a magnet and stick it on the fridge, it's not a service animal. Okay, I'm just saying.
Of Walter's death. I'm going now.
So I guess Creepy McGee back there wasn't. Didn't do it. Well, shut that dog up.
Wolf. Wolf. What are you doing? Leave me alone. Wolf,
Hey, I
why
want
are
to say
you
something.
taking me?
Did Timmy fall down the well again?
Wolf. What are you looking for?
Look how women used to run back then. All. Well, he's dead, so I guess he finally pooped.
What are you doing here?
There. Over in the woods. It's terrible. It's
What's
terrible.
What have you seen?
I've seen a corpse. It's Walter.
What are you saying to me? You're imagining things.
No, I've seen it. It's not my imagination. The dog led me to it. Wolf.
Dog.
I followed him and he took me into the woods. At a certain place he began to dig and uncovered something. It was Walter.
You're still in shock from that night. Come inside, I'll get you something to drink. All right, I'll go and phone the police. But if we find nothing again this time, come in.
But if the body of Walter was buried in the woods, who could be buried in the cemetery?
That's a good question. You can tell us.
Mr. Swift. Mr. Swift.
He already morphed.
Can't you hear me?
Arr. Boogity boogity. Tell me. Anything? Yep, there he is. It sucks when your acne flares up like that. Is he trying to throw the bullet at him? What the heck? You can hump him to death. Dang. Who shoots a gun like that? Throw the gun. Pass out again, dude. Stop it. I love that impact, you know. I prefer to die over here. Right near the bird bath. sorry, it was a plant. Okay. The plant. Would you die already? Dang. Oh, he finally fell down. Okay. I was going to go in there and pack up a suitcase there. What was that? He's still breathing. Oh my goodness. See, now he's just a vampire. So.
Leonore. I've killed again.
You haven't killed Priscilla. I shot you. I had to.
It's better this way.
Yeah, you won't be going around eating people.
Without Leonore, I don't want to live.
Ain't nothing better than that. Die.
Was with me always.
But while you're still with us, you got a little boogie, like, right?
But it's no use now. I murdered Mary Smith in the woods. I went out and killed her. I don't remember. I hoped I could be cured. I followed your research. I meant to send you. Is in Walter's grave. She remarried in the cemetery.
Get married at the cemetery.
May God forgive me.
Promise with whatever movie I do next, I'm going to wear headphones. Okay. Now let's go back to the dorms and we can admire my chest hair.
The moon. It was a nightmare for me.
I know. Now the nightmare is past.
You're going to kiss her, aren't you? No interaction through the whole movie almost, and now you're gonna make out with her? Oh, that's it. Okay, good. Holy crap. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, well that's that. Some other movies from that wonderful collection. So, okay. Thank you very much for joining me on this edition of Alcohorror Live. Don't know how this worked. I won't know until I get to watch it later. Hopefully everything worked fine and it was an enjoyable experience. I will try to get a movie that isn't in public domain and see if Twitch will let me do it. And subsequently YouTube. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned because I probably will do another one of these before Halloween, if not on Halloween. Also, if you want to support this Twitch channel or my YouTube channel, YouTube / was it OxBigley2010, no hyphen, or no underline rather. Please go to Patreon, patreon.com / ox_bigley. Have a poke around there. I need to update some things, but yeah, if you feel like throwing a couple dollars my way, I'll buy a Coke with it or something. I'll put it to some good use. But if you want to see more of this, let me know, and basically I will see you next time. So thanks for joining me.